It is time for 702 Unplugged, as we do on a Friday. And today we are joined by a phenomenal performer. Not many black women are playing the trombone in this country. And I've had the honor of just following her work over the years, working with different people who only sing her praises. She also happens to be a vocalist, a lyricist, and a songwriter. Welcome to 702 Afternoon, Siya Makuzeni.
Thank you so much, Relebogile. It's wonderful being here.
So I have worked with the likes of, your Carlo Bombelli and Marcus, who only sing your phenomenal praises, listen to your work, and I have to say you were absolutely born for the wind instrument, the vocals and the trombone. But I'm curious, and maybe share with all our listeners, how did you get to selecting the trombone? Because it's not very easy to play, so it's not like your reed instruments, your saxophone. It's a different type of blowing, similar to the trumpet. So you blow almost like you do a vuvuzela.
That's correct.
It's that tight-lipped kind of a blow. So a lot of it is, the working of the diaphragm and a lot of air that needs to go through. Why did you choose such a difficult instrument?
I really love this question. Every single time it comes up, it feels like I, get to kind of relive this beauty when it comes to music. Because I almost feel as though that what I knew is that there was a passion for it, but it was just maybe, as you said, more guided, in terms of where the universe wanted me to be. Because I always tell people that the trombone chose me. It's not the other way around. But I was at school in East London. And at that point in time, I think I was around 14 years old. So I had kind of dipped into music a little bit because I was studying classical at that point in time. I'm figuring out Baroque recorder and theory and like all of this brand new language, And I think it was my teacher who saw a very big opportunity for me to be able to take it further. So she convinced me to go and I think it was an audition.
Yes.
For the Sterling High School Big Band.
Yes.
Which actually had a program that ran every Friday for the entire full year. But it was really wonderful because apart from Stateford's and those kind of normal competitions which would be set out for just students or peers in terms of the age group, we would also get to go to the National Youth Jazz Festival. So I think it was just maybe my environment allowed for everything to kind of connect and come together.
And also what you're mentioning about having the right educator that could see your potential. You mentioned a Baroque recorder, which was the tenor.
Well, I actually landed up through high school playing all of them. So I started on descants and then I went to alto.
Everybody kind of starts.
Exactly.
Yes. And I mean, for those who might think, but isn't it just the same thing, a bigger size? No, the tenor and the normal one that everybody plays at school, you play the same fingering, but it's more spread out. The other two are different fingering. So you literally were learning completely different instruments each time. So now for you to transition and of course find yourself in the jazz space, what was that transition like? Classical being as strict as it is, where you're practicing your scales and your modes and all of those things, to switching to a more free form of playing. Was that something that was naturally in you?
What's interesting? Definitely. I think probably I was just too keen.
I love that.
Fan of music, and
you're
I
like,
feel as though
why did Mozart do this? Let me try
I get bored easily, which is kind of like it's a problem, But at the same time, I've seen it work in my favor on many instances. But I think because I had this very, certain keenness around what all of this means. So even at the point that I was studying classical, for me, it wasn't just about we've got this subject that we have to study and then I will get through it. It was actually quite an interesting scenario to find similarities for myself before I even started playing any form of jazz. What we would have is situations where our teachers were open to us being able to search it for ourselves. Like, is there any jazz in classical music? Is there any similarity to what I was doing when I'm playing C.P. Bach? And if you're listening to Handel and you're actually seeing what's going on over there, and when you can apply it to the jazz sort of like foundational progression, it actually almost seems like foundations. So I feel that I went into it with just a certain keenness to say, even if I'm not, I haven't grasped this just yet, but by the time that I actually get to jazz, I probably will have a very keen idea of what I'm supposed to do.
Yes.
What rules to follow. And then what's very interesting is that, like, even though jazz, when you're coming into it from the aspect of school, as a young person, I'm very, very grateful for that foundation, because I then understood how much there's rules over there too. So,
yes, because people think all it is improv.
Yes,
and it does have its guidelines, let's call it, because the rules are there to be broken, and for people to go back to certain albums. You can go to a Miles Davis or Herbie Hancock album and see 3 takes of the same song.
That's correct.
And that's what I love about jazz, is like no take is the same, no moment is the same. And I think as you were speaking out, because I was trying to think what are the similarities between classical music and jazz, and I think for me they both have soul. There is something soulful about the both of them, even the ones in their strict forms that did break the rules with time signature changes in the middle of a song. They did key changes in their own ways. They are extremely soulful, and that's what I've found with both genres. Now we're going to be seeing you perform soon at the Folklore Festival. Tell us a little bit about that before we hear some music.
Thank you. I'm so excited. So that will be taking place over the course of the next month. I am very excited for my iteration, which will be happening on the 17th of August. So it's for me, because this is the first time that I get to actually perform in this festival.
Yes.
I've only ever been a fan, and then I go and I watch it, and the one thing that I've absolutely loved about its bespokeness to a certain idea as to what it actually stands for is it's completely encompassing of what South African culture is. I feel like this is one of the few festivals that really kind of looks at that within depth, and the fact that you can be able to offer literature, poetry, the fact that there's workshops that people will be able to also possibly like glean an eye from those that will be performing. There's the music side of things, and it's just what I love is the fact that it's mostly people from home. So local homegrown talent for me is always a plus. And I'm excited. I feel like this is the first time where, in terms of what I normally do, I have some freedom to try and kind of like revamp what people know Siya Makuzeni to be.
Yes.
So it's going to be a stripped down kind of offering. Not as many people as they usually see me with on stage, but I think that I'm also going to take a bit of a leap, musically, to kind of just see where we can go creatively with my music.
And kudos to the curated festival storyteller, all-round creative Philani Bubu, who has been pushing this for many, many years. I encourage you to go to folklore.commumit, and that's where you can get access to tickets. It's happening, as Siya has said, over 30 days for 30 years of freedom and democracy in 3 cities. And there's going to be something happening on the main festival on the 14th of September at the Women's Jail or Women's Prison at Constitutional Hill. So head over and see. When we come back, we hear some music from Siya.
No need to worry. Look inside yourself. Realize your vision. Hush now. No need to worry. You just look inside yourself. Realize your vision. Hold on to your love. Oh, let go. Just hold on to your dreams. Hold on to your love. realize your vision. Hold on to love, don't let go. Just hold on to your dreams. Hold on to love, don't let go. Hold on to you, hold on to you, hold on.
Fridays mean Unplugged on 702.